I don't think they had the quality you had. I think that is a testament to that. Very young, not the quality. And we always had this period of 2-3 months we got to get through that hard match. You get past it, and then you start playing, and you start feeling like there's a plan for everything you do. But that's the main aspect. Every phase of the game, everybody switch on the mediums, switch on the pitch. Do every detail of your passing in training sessions. Every moment you lose the ball, how you react to recover it.
I'm finally here. My heart is pounding. 50,000 fans screaming. I can't get my breath. The whistle sounding.
To overachieve, and that's the hardest part, and to do it consistently, there's no way you can do it.
So much to enjoy.
That's the key word here. It really has got a zip about it.
We're going to standards even higher. Like anybody that's looking at the game in a different way now, because you're thinking about the game. Take everything we're going to give you, all the information we're giving you. We'll give you a lot more information, perhaps than other teams and other clubs have got to deal with. That's who we are, that's what we want to do with this club. But all the information we get, as much as in the beginning it's a lot, it's an overload, just use it to become better, use it to improve. And I think that
They all credit to both sets of players here today, Clive. They have put on a show for the fans here today. I think it's been an excellent game, full of lots of chances, lots of goal-mouth action. It's just what we all want to see. Wow, this is a cracking game to watch, Clive. It really is. Both teams have enjoyed good spells of possession of the ball here, and it's going to be a difficult call to find out which way this one goes.
Yes, Thiago Silva. He's a player who doesn't seem to have any weaknesses at all, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's technically gifted, and very comfortable in possession. What I particularly find impressive about him, though, is his consistency and his reliability. He just never seems to make a mistake. Opposition strikers could be in for a hard time of it today.
Wow, this is a cracking game to watch.
My passion is scoring goals. My passion is having teams who are looking at every opportunity to score goals. It means every phase of the game, we have a plan, we have an idea to score a goal. I don't care if it's a defensive throw-in or a corner we're defending, we clear it, we try and get on the other end and score. I don't care whether we're building up from the goalkeeper, and I know, and I'll show you a couple of images when we go, and I know that the build-up is like a fetish. Everybody's saying like, I want to be a build-up team, and they think, let's just put this guy in that position, this guy in that position, and spread out. It's not what it is. It's not enough. So I'll try and explain to you, and you'll have to just bear with me. And the moments where it's frustrating because it's a lot of meetings, it's a lot of information, just bear with me, just for the time that we get over that building where we're able to execute without thinking about it. And then we can take things down again. It might take 3, 4, 5 months, but we'll have to get through it. So you understand why, if I want to score a goal from the moment our goalkeeper has the ball, there's just certain rules we've got to respect. It's the timing when you support. It's the way you set the ball. It's the idea you have in your head. It's the movement you have in front of you to create the spaces or to exploit the spaces. And just bear with me with this, because I think that from what I've seen in this team, for me there's enough football in this team to do it. There is. And that's just one phase of play, but it's not just, guys, let's go expand and make angles now. It's more than that. It's a tempo on the way of your passes, it's the way you set the ball. And then when you push up again and you go forward, and there's always this thing, like if you play against a deep block, hey, by the way, they're sitting deep, it's hard to score. I think we might enjoy it. Just if we get the right patterns, if we just work in training into combining in the right ways. And I try to name every phase of the game, and as we go through it at the very beginning, I'll show you a few clips of the team when I worked previously, and it was a young group. I don't think they had the quality you had. I think that is a testament to that. Very not the quality. And we always had this period of 2-3 months we got to get through that hard back. You get past it, and then you start playing, and you start feeling like there's a plan for everything you do. But that's the main aspect. Every phase of the game, everybody switch on the meetings, switch on the pitch. Do every detail of your passing, your training sessions. Every moment you lose the ball, how you react to recover it. Every challenge you go into, for experienced pros, anyway, if you don't commit fully into a challenge, you get injured in that way. For the younger players in this game. So there's nothing we can do on the pitch. We'll try and manage your loans, try and keep on the pitch as much as we can. We had an availability record last year of 95% of the time across the whole squad. So we have 95% of the time the whole entire team on the pitch. It doesn't happen overnight, but even if you're all season pros, I'm asking you, I'm not going to force you because I think when you have an older team, it's not enough to force people to convince them. All I want to convince you is to make an extra step, make the next step. You can still improve. You've done many things that have been very good for you over your careers, but can we still push you? Can you still become better? I became so much better at the age of 30. And then what I was saying with my personal experience as a coach, as a player, and how I can share it on to you, is of course as a player you come in and but that's not been. I've never been as good as the players I was playing with. I could play, and you have to, and all this time. But what I want to say is, if I have one thing that I had, and that's why I think I'll fit in this place, and I think that you guys, you'll get to know me as someone that will do well here as well for you. It's like my biggest strength is if you speak to anyone that I've played with was what I did behind the scenes. Making sure that everyone got better. I was injured for 50% of the time during the season, and just at the end I came just the last 10 games and I lifted the trophy and it looked like I had an amazing season. 50% of the season I wasn't even there. But what I was doing is in the gym when there was a guy that was down, and he's like, oh, I'm not going to play anymore, trying to overthink, what players do, like how the manager doesn't like it. And the key aspect of this is just lift everyone around you all the time. We'll have difficult times. There's no better opportunity for us to become a better group than when we go through those moments. And it'll happen at some point. How can you keep each other at that level where it doesn't change how you behave, your attitude to work? Can you still come in the morning and do what you did when it was tough? And when it's tough, can you still do what you did when it was going well? And if we can, and we're not robots, right? So I said to the staff as well, it's their role to influence you in that way. But at the same time, it's your role as a group to see that there's a guy that's hanging on there. Keep working. And you've been long enough in the game, so at the end of the season, it's a totally different picture. I never started a season with a group of players that finished in the same constellation at the end of the season. It's never happened. And I'm looking to the back with all the young guys. Be hungry out there, respect the elders. We need lads compete.
Has got rid of that.
Yeah. So, we'll go straight into business. We'll go into the meeting room. I'll explain to you what we'll do in training, and then you get through the medical screenings, testing, concussion testing, and everything that goes with it. Just do what you have to do every step of the way, and then we take a group outside on the pitch. Group 1 and 2 switch for tomorrow, and then we're on the schedule from Thursday onwards. Yes, lads?
Listen. No misunderstanding. There's one side of me that you haven't seen before. Number one, West, whether we play with 3, 4, 5, 6, it's my decision. And I take the responsibility if we lose and if we don't perform well. The second thing, Sam, last time I talked about your attitude, you come off, I don't need smart, but I need the attitude. That's perfect. You were not good, just like all the other one. I could have taken off from Hendrick to the last one. Without anyone complaining. Today, we deserve to lose anyway. We get lucky with 1 point. 95 minutes we just wasted time. You wasted your time, I wasted my time. It was better not to go. It was better to send the under 21.
Bayern Munich.
Dixon, it feels like you're doing something really special here at Bayern.
It's been special up to this point anyway. You know, I think all of us have been in the right environment to improve and develop.
6 weeks past when
Here we go again then.
of the season.
Bayern Munich.
So quickly.
Put in a lot of hours, try and make one day feel like a week. And I think there was one advantage I had because that was championship replacing to the Jupiler Pro League in Belgium, the level where I was at before. So to kind of fill in the gaps quite quickly with the knowledge I had.
In terms of your team here at Birmingham, what does it stand for?
I think we share something very similar with the area where we're in Burnley. It's
Enzo.
just hard work at the very top
Thiago
of
Silva.
everything. We just love the pain.
Nothing you can do
Yeah,
to
I
stop
think
a
a lot of
goal
the
like
fans
that.
before I
They just
came in
passed
thought
the
that
ball
we
round
were
and
going
through
to
them.
be another
Marvellous
Sunderland
teamwork.
story
They
of
kept it for
Derby
ages,
County
Clive.
and just
Brilliant,
sliding down the
brilliant
league
move and a
because,
great
that
goal.
Everything was geared up to be a
wouldn't you
perfect
know?
catastrophe
The
almost.
goalkeeper
And
has
so
saved it.
from the moment I came in, I felt the full support of the community.
Played it short.
And I felt a lot of positivity. You know, in
Chelsea.
terms of, okay, this is a new page, a fresh page, and we've been back unconditionally in every moment.
What would you say some of the similarities and differences are between being a player and you as a manager?
I think as a manager you do get the same
Muller.
kind of emotional connection with the fans, with the game that you have if you were a player. But the biggest
Goretzka.
difference I think is the sacrifice
Muller.
when you're a manager. When you're a footballer, the sacrifice is made when you're younger, before you make it. And when you come to the other side of the game and you become a manager, it's that sacrifice all over again. You know,
Kimmich.
it's, morning when you wake up until night when you go
It's
to bed.
Muller.
And
Well, this is a good game, Clive. It's very close. I'm loving it. The crowd here are really enjoying it. I'm sure the viewers at home are really
Playing
enjoying
every
this one.
moment.
It's a classic
yeah,
contest.
all the time.
Now it's
and
Kane.
It's almost like
Well, he would
much more
surely
like
have
a
scored
computer
there
where
more
you
times than
constantly
not.
having this kind of chess game in your head
Sancho.
where you're playing all these scenarios. But it's been a
Sterling.
good, healthy
Bayern Munich.
transition for me. I've not had a massive hangover from my football career and going into something else. It's something you
Kimmich.
have to enjoy, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
Oh, this is a good game, Clive. It's very close. I'm loving it. The crowd here are really enjoying it. I'm sure the viewers at home are really absorbed by this one. It's a classic contest.
You can only pick
Cuts it
one.
out.
What one would you choose?
Couldn't go
Shoot!
no doubt. To find out who
Kane.
it is.
He stopped it.
This one
Gets
played a big
correctly
part in the
and
other
got there.
today.
Oh, he's only
And
saved
obviously
it.
in the FA Cup,
Marvellous
that
stuff from the
trophy
keeper.
is special to you because it's one of the first ones you won with
It's
Manchester
the
City.
goal that could just
I
do
think
it
it's
for
what
them.
made everyone believe that it's possible. And I think
Kim
we broke
Min-jae.
down that barrier a little bit on that day. From that moment
Kimmich.
onwards, you felt that every trophy that was there to play for, we felt we were a part of it.
Goretzka.
In terms of Pep, describe please just the influence he
Kane.
has had on you.
Hurtles
It's only
into
when
the
I met
tackle.
Pep that
Caicedo.
everything started making
Oh, this is a
sense.
good
you
game,
know,
Clive. It's
the use
very
of
close. I'm
spaces,
loving it. The
the
crowd
split
here are really
positions
enjoying it.
as
I'm
well,
sure
way
the
to
viewers at
recover the
home
ball,
are
keep
really
the ball.
absorbed by this one. It's a
They kind of
classic
made sense
contest.
because of the way you explained it.
Stanisic.
And then I just went and built my own idea.
Sterling.
Yeah, I can't deny the influence he's been as a catalyst to me being able to
Nothing you can do to stop a goal like that. They just passed the ball round and through them. Marvellous teamwork.
They kept it for ages,
I
Clive.
think it's bigger in
Brilliant,
size.
brilliant move and a great
Yeah,
goal.
it's bigger.
Oh, he
It's
saved
bigger.
it.
Did you think
Yeah, but
Great
because one of those
save.
centre-backs can play in midfield,
Nothing you can do
it's hard to
stop a
scout
goal
for that.
like
It's
that.
hard.
They
You
just
just
passed the ball
developed
round
into
and
that.
through
In
them.
the end, you realise,
Marvellous
okay, you
teamwork.
know
They
what?
kept it for ages, Clive.
Those are maybe my four
Brilliant,
best players at the
brilliant
time,
move
and
and a
you
great
play
goal.
them. I don't think it's the goal to have four centre-backs. But they're just all good footballers, which helps. They have one big advantage now is that they've got 6, 7 years of just like a library of solutions for them to come up
And
with.
he did the rest.
Whereas in the beginning, it was teams hadn't adapted that much yet as well. So that one
thing we had was
Bayern Munich.
It's really difficult.
Against his old ally and friend Vincent Kompany. Guardiola has shown that there will be newcomers arriving to try and take Manchester City's ground, but they remain the best of the land. Haaland with Sterling. Very effective distraction of these two goals tonight. As he so often does, Jim, he can have a quiet game and yet is in fact to win the game.
All the greatest goal scorers have been like that over the years, but I'm sure they'll do an awful lot with taking away.
Wes, where are you? I don't need you to start running 40 meters with the ball and handle everything yourself. I'm happy for you to score the goal, and I feel, but as well, you know, I want stability and structure and guys who are dependable, no matter what the situation. You know, the highest high and the lowest low cannot be so big. Not for our main players, experienced player. Your best moment, you're a top player. And guys, this place is the place where we are honest. Please do say. This is the place.
If you're gonna put me out being dependable, like what you said.
I'm happy to self-reflect. You go to self-reflect 100%.
I don't need to make 2 or 3 ones. No, the only thing I want to do is help.
So once I'm gonna say this here. All these other guys, they didn't play every minute like we played.
I know.
Hold on. All these other guys didn't play every minute like we played. So towards you, in front of everyone, I have even more the right to say what I think, because every single time, you are part of the players who start every game. And you are not the only one, Wes. Trust me, it's actually not really about you. It's about us as a team.
Into trouble there, free kick.
You have to understand me as well. I try to understand you. You guys try to understand me as well. You know, I will take a bullet for you, no problem.
To safety.
We'll do the same for you with my team.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. But I have to be able to say what I think in here, and I will always do so. I'm very selective. I think I listen to any advice from anyone. I really do, but you've just got to have done more thinking about it than I have. So I listen to everything.
Read each other so well. They were all ready for the
I'll
same
give you
script there.
one. And I tested it
goal, Clive. They kept
very early
possession of that
doors,
ball so
burned my
well,
fingers,
and that's a wonderful strike.
Well, he looked
Do what you
cool,
believe
he
in.
looked calm, he was in the
Do
zone,
not
superb
even
composure, well
deviate
played
one
indeed.
bit
That's clear cut.
to
It's
something
free
you
kick.
don't believe in. Just play a sensor, and you go home, and if you win, you say, how clever was I?
Bayern Munich.
Because when you lose, it's a bad week. Long shower and a bad week. Yeah, because oof.
En attaque aussi à la finition, ils sont pas assez calmes devant. Pour Anderlecht, Portugal aussi, le meilleur joueur qui n'a pas tout le temps fait, donc je compare un but. Un attaquant qui sait faire marquer les autres est plus important qu'un attaquant qui sait rien marquer.
I joined this club in 1992, and the landscape was completely different. I think it was all the great ideas and all the great coaching. And principles of an Anderlecht football player, but without the infrastructure.
Just a whisker away.
Anderlecht didn't rely on the youth as much as they do now. I was one of the first ones in a very long time to be able to break through. I got straight into the first team, performed, and they sold me for a lot of money. I think after me, the club realized it was not such a bad business model. what it is what this group was doing. This group was overachieving, this group was performing well. So the things that you get this group well, it's not
Bayern Munich.
And the added time will be just a couple of minutes.
Well, it's a battle of the mind games, and the keeper's come out on top. That's a great save.
Had this unity and had something special
Straight his line.
amongst the players and amongst the staff as well. And I think that's something that can maybe fade away after.
Seek ye first the kingdom of Yah and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Hallelujah. Alright then, guys, serious times we're living in. Don't lose your mind.